Hey everyone, this is Areej from Ora Digital Marketing. I am the founder and CEO. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have you here. As an agency, we help dentists get qualified, prepaid, booked appointments and generate extra revenue of anywhere from 20K up to 100K. So today, what we're going to be going through is how to set up your Facebook ad so you can kind of do it yourself. And I know a lot of people struggle with this, so I'm going to kind of show you the beginner friendly version, just so you can get your foot in through the door, and then as you kind of learn the ropes, then you can move on to more of the advanced stuff. But today we'll just be walking through a very basic level of setup. Now, this is great for you to have if you are a dentist, if you are just a regular business looking to get online more, get more eyes on you, get more sales, traffic, all that good stuff, then you are definitely in the right place. So without further ado, let's jump into it. I'm gonna minimize myself so you don't see too much of me and more of the screen. All right, so the first thing that you want to do is in order to find the business manager. I know a lot of people do struggle with this. So what you can do is you can just go into Google and type Facebook Business Manager, and then you can click on this. Now, if you don't have one created, when you click on this, it's actually going to look much different for you. It's going to prompt you to, create an account, a business account. This is different than your personal, okay? So create a business account, and once you do, it may look something similar to this. And if you already have a business manager set up, then what you can do is you can just click into the ads manager, because this is where you'll be spending 90% of your time. So this is a great way to just, figure out where it's located, because again, a lot of people struggle with that. So I want to make it easier. And then the other way you can do it is you can log into Facebook, and then on the side, if you click into Ad Center, sorry about that, Ads Manager, this will also take you to the business manager on Facebook. So that's another way you can get access into it. Now, when you're in it, this is what it's going to look like. This is the page where you will be creating all your campaigns, all your ads, and this is where you will also be managing it. So what you want to do is you want to click into create. Now, there are 6 different types of campaigns you can create. So the first 2 are really good for just brand awareness, getting more engagement, views, and more link clicks, more landing page views. So if you're looking to just kind of run something in the background for a smaller budget, then I would recommend doing awareness and traffic. But keep in mind, that is not necessarily going to really focus on getting you those leads and those conversions that you may be looking for. This is going to just help drive that. But hey, sometimes what happens is if you run a brand awareness ads, which in our case has happened a lot, then you can still generate leads from it, because ideally what's going to happen is people are going to look at these campaigns, your brand awareness or your traffic campaign, and they are going to start to know who you are. It may take some time for them to click in, engage, or fill out their form, but if they're constantly being shown your ad, then what will happen is they will eventually be interested, opt in, and become either a patient or a customer of yours. The others that you can run is engagement, so just getting more messages through messaging, video views. So this focuses more on, the likes and all that. So if you want to actually increase the number of likes on your Facebook page, then I would recommend running an engagement ad. Now, leads is going to be very important for us. This is what will ideally collect the leads for your business or your brand. So this is going to be, the forms that we can set up, the quizzes. It collects the first name, last name, email, phone number, and a lead is basically anyone you can contact. So this is what this campaign would be about and what we like to focus on. So you would actually select leads. Now, app promotion isn't really important to you unless you have an app. So I would just disregard that. Sales as well is more for like e-commerce, so not necessarily super important. So leads is what you would want to click on. When you get to this page, what you want to do is click on the manual setup so you can manually set up the campaign. If you click on tailored leads, this is just what Facebook is going to set it up as. It can, if you are a beginner, you really don't understand this, you can go with that option, but this is why I'm here to kind of walk you through the manual leads, because sometimes Facebook doesn't know the best options for you. So I would always recommend you click the manual leads campaign. All right, so this is where you can name your campaign. So we can just name it demo. And then if there are any special ad categories, you can click into here. So I have a lot of clients who sometimes run ads for job positions. So if that's ever the case, then we always have to click employment. But for right now, there is no special ad category, so you don't have to worry about that, especially if it's just like a new patient campaign that you're running. And you do want to be careful. You don't mention anything in regards to credit cards, financing in the ad very specifically, because then you would have to, if they catch you, you would have to click the credit button, and then it goes into the special ad category. So all right, so in the campaign details, as you can see, this is just the standard option that we selected in the beginning. For campaign objective, it is leads, and then campaign spending limit. There's none added, but this is where you can kind of add a cap to your budget. So you could click in, you can add, 1,000, 2,000, whatever you want to do. You can click in here and add a spending limit. So once it reaches that limit, the ads will automatically turn off. The other thing you can do is you can do A/B testing, but I would not select that right now. And then I would also not select the Advantage campaign budget. So this is just the first thing that you have to set up. All right, so next we want to click into the new leads ad set. Now the ad set is where you will focus on where you want to lead these leads and just try to get as specific as you can with the targeting in this section over here. So you want to name it something, for some of our clients, what we like to do is, let's say if we're running dental implant ads, right? We can do a certain age demographic that we're targeting, like women and men. And we could say it's cold. So this is one type of ad set name you can have. You can have different ad sets, but always make sure you know exactly which ad set is geared to what targeting that you're doing. So name it something that you will remember, because if you have many here running, like you may have, 20-year-old women, cold, Invisalign. And then I also like to just add our business name, right? So you can add your business name. So that way, like, okay, you're targeting 20-year-old women. This is cold, and this is for Invisalign, and this is your campaign, just in case these businesses may have like other companies doing some sort of other campaigns in their business manager. That way you just want to make sure you can separate yourself. So it's really important you have a very specific ad set name. Now, moving into conversion, this is where you want to choose where to send the lead. So do you want to send them to a website, instant form? This is where they can, answer the first name, last name, email, phone number. So if, the ad pops up for them, they can click in, they can submit their information right then and there. They don't have to be redirected to a website, which oftentimes can be a hassle for people. So we do recommend testing out both the website and the instant forms just to see what sort of response you get. So for right now, we're just going to click into website. You can keep this the same. You want to make sure there is a pixel set up. If there isn't, you can just create a new pixel, put the name for the pixel, and then boom, just make sure you have that inserted, because that collects additional data on all the leads and everything that's being calculated. As you can see here, it's a piece of code you can put on your website to measure the effectiveness of your ad. So it's really important that you have this in place for tracking. Okay, so for the conversion event, this is basically an action that you want the lead to take. You want the people to take when they see your ad. So most of the times, we usually just either have it at, schedule an appointment. We have it at lead. That is usually the basic one that we always pick. So I would definitely recommend you just stick with that. And then you can, down here under cost per result goal, you can set a budget. So we usually like to stick with $25. So this would be $25 a day. And as you can see, this audience size is huge right now. So we definitely want to get that much, much, much smaller. So what you can do is, all right, so you have the daily budget set at $20. You have the start date set. If you want to end it at a certain date, like let's say you're only running a campaign for like a month for someone or your business, just click the set end date and then you can set the time that it will finish. Don't worry about budget scheduling. In audience controls, this is where you can focus on the radius around your practice, right? Or around your business. Because right now, your ads will be targeting all of United States. You definitely don't want that. You want it to focus on at least a 15 or 20 mile radius around the business that you have and you are promoting for. So I'm just going to do like Houston, Texas. Obviously, it's still very, very big. So again, what you want to do is just put in your business location, and then here you can change the radius to like, let's say 10,000. Still very, very big, again, because this is a city that we're targeting. For you, it'd be much more different. It'd be your specific location, but this is where you can kind of focus on where you want to target. You could also add locations in bulk. You can also add in zip codes. You can exclude certain audiences if you want, but just to start off with, I would recommend you just do 15 mile radius around your practice and go from there. And then you can also change the age. So keep in mind, for the service that you are promoting, right? If implants is, 40 or 50, you got to change that to a higher number. If Invisalign is 18, then that's okay for the minimum age. So definitely keep an eye out for the ages. And just, I would also, another tip I recommend is really knowing who your ideal patient or customer type is. So that way you can accurately put in the targeting, because Invisalign is definitely different than dental implants, right? So if you have that knowledge, then the better your ads will run. Now, in the ads section. So we just finished up the ad set. Now we're going into create the ads themselves. So the ad name, I like to name it based off of the creative that I am running. So let's just say it's a patient testimonial 1. You can make that the name. Make sure you select your Facebook page, and this is where you would go ahead and set up the ad. So create ad, manual upload, format, single image or video. You can also do a carousel. We've done carousels for brand awareness. So people do, oftentimes you'll see this done for e-commerce, but we usually always go with the single image or video. As you can see, this is just my logo that's here. So this would be different for you. This would be either a patient testimonial, a graphic, you with, a happy customer. We definitely recommend that type of content. Now, website URL, this is where you would link your landing page or your funnel. That way, anyone who clicks learn more or book now gets taken directly to your landing page. This is where you add in the media, which will show up right here on the right. So your image or your video. After you add in your media, then you'll want to go ahead and fill out the following, and the most important is going to be the headline, because this is what's going to really capture people to engage with your ad. And then the call to action is really going to be important. So if you're looking for people to book appointments, then all you want to do is click the book now button. And then as you can see, that will change on the right. Destination, make sure you have your website URL linked. So this is going to be your funnel. And then you don't need to add on any browser add-ons. And then you do definitely want to add a display link. So just the link you want to show on your ad, but most importantly, website URL will be really, really important. All right, down to tracking. So what you want to do is, if you have your pixel created, you want to go ahead and add that in. That way it can accurately just collect all of the data and information for you. And once you've set all this up, then you go ahead and click the publish button. Once you've done that, then it will be in review. So Facebook will actually let you know if it has been approved or disapproved. And there is certain policies on Facebook, which you can definitely find if you just type in like Facebook advertising policies. So in the healthcare niche, obviously you can't post any super close-ups, like any before and afters, just anything bloody. For dentists, anything super gummy, super close to the face, that does not fly with Facebook. So you will get flagged for that and you will not get approved. So if that happens, they will notify you, and then you'll just have to kind of make those changes and submit it for review again. And once you've made those changes, and they've approved it, then you're good to go live. But after this, after you click the publish button, you are done, you are good, and your ad is complete. So this is the setup. Now, if you would like us to do this for you, then definitely click the link in the description to schedule in a time to chat with me. More than happy to walk you through your specific marketing strategy and help do this for you. But if you found this helpful, then definitely like this video and stay tuned and follow or subscribe for more content. I definitely want to come out with a video on the certain type of ads that I would recommend you have. So we can get really detailed into this, but I'm going to leave you guys with this information, and I hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.